Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for joining today. Thank you guys, thank you. In today's video, I want to answer a particular question. Alright, a subscriber asked that can he work and sponsor himself in Northern Cyprus? Alright, it looks like a lot of people still don't understand what I have been saying on my channel. So guys, please, if you haven't been watching my videos about Northern Cyprus, I will say, please, for your own good, go to all those videos and watch them, alright? Go to my channel and watch all those videos about Northern Cyprus, because I came to realize that a lot of people still don't understand. A guy wrote me yesterday and said he only started watching me when he arrived in Northern Cyprus. Had it been, he had been watching for a long time. Now, let me answer this question: if you can work in Northern Cyprus and sponsor yourself. It is a very big fat lie. It is a big fat lie. If anybody tells you that you can work in Northern Cyprus and sponsor yourself, guys, it is a big fat lie. Sorry guys, my name is Milton Fonkwa. Welcome to this platform, alright? Thank you so much. If you are new, this is my other name is the Anointing Village Boy. Yes, I was born in the village, though I didn't grow up in the village throughout my whole life, alright? But I am an Anointing Village Boy, as I call myself, alright? Thank you so much for coming. If you are new, for my returning subscribers, they already do know me, alright? Thank you. So now, let's, I want all of us to reason it this way, alright? If you have been wondering if you can actually sponsor yourself in Northern Cyprus, it is a very big fat lie. I'm calling it a very big fat lie because I don't want to say it is a big fat lie, alright? There are some things you can't do in Northern Cyprus. For example, okay, you have to first of all understand that this country is not a developed country. It is still growing. It is an island, and you do not expect so many big things to be occurring in this place, alright? Now, the currency they use is the Turkish lira, and it's the same currency used in Turkey, alright? So you have to know that. Now, this currency sometimes is being affected by inflation, alright? When inflation occurs in Turkey, it also affects people in Northern Cyprus. Now, I want us to do this calculation in terms of mathematics, alright? Take a calculator. If you have a calculator with you, see it so that when I'm doing my own year, you can also understand what it means, okay, to live in Northern Cyprus as an international student. And I have always said you can't sponsor yourself in Northern Cyprus. Before you go, make sure you have a sponsor. Thank you so much for understanding. Now, so many people still argue that they can sponsor themselves. I don't know who is feeding them with those type of thoughts, but let me make you understand something. I will be quoting master's degree students and their tuition fee because I know undergraduate is totally impossible. First of all, their tuition is high and you will be in class almost every day. For master's degree students, their tuition fee range from 4,000 euros to about 5,300 euros or 5,400. It depends on the course and if you were given foundation courses as well, because in my case, I was given foundation courses. Now, your tuition fee is paid in euros, and euros is higher than Turkish lira. But when you work in Northern Cyprus, you will be paid in Turkish lira. That is totally fine and okay. Now, understand this. As a master's degree student, you can only work in Northern Cyprus if your shift, or let me say if your program is not too tight, and maximum you can work is 2 or 3 days maximum, okay? Now, let's assume that you are working 3 days in Northern Cyprus. And a day, let's also assume that you are earning 100 Turkish lira, because the maximum you can get in Northern Cyprus is 130 Turkish lira and is sometimes very scarce. I myself, I didn't earn that amount of money in a day, alright? And it is not, they don't pay in hours. Payment of salaries, or let me say, if you work in Northern Cyprus, you are not paid in hours like in other developed countries or other European countries, okay? You are paid per day. And you start working sometimes from 8 a.m. and you close sometimes at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. and you will be paid a day, alright? And sometimes you will be paid 100 Turkish lira, 120 Turkish lira. But in this case, let's use 100 Turkish lira. Assuming that you are a master's degree student and you are working in Northern Cyprus, let's say 3 days, okay? If you are working 3 days in Northern Cyprus, first of all, as I said, those programs varies in terms of tuition fee because MBA is expensive. We all know that. Now, let's assume that you are working 3 days in Northern Cyprus, okay? You are working, let's assume that 20 hours a week, which is totally wrong because you will be working per day, all right? You cannot be working in hours. In Northern Cyprus, you are only paid if you work per day, all right? That is it. That is the law that I saw, and that is the law that is still there. Maybe sometime they will change the law, all right? I do not know. It's totally fine. Let's assume that you are working 3 hours a day, 3 days a week, all right? And you go to school 3 days. You work 3 days, and in every day you are earning 100 Turkish lira. So 3 days you are earning 300 Turkish lira. Jot this down. Now, let's assume again that in 1 week you are working 3 days in a day. So in 1 week you will be working how many days? 3 times 4, because 1 week is 7 days, right? But you will be going to school 3 days, Mondays to Saturday, and working 3 days as well. So in 1 week you will work how many days? 3 days. In 1 month you will work how many days? 12 days. And in these 12 days you are earning 1,200 Turkish lira. Note that down. Now let's look at this. In 1 year, if you are working 1,200 Turkish lira in 1 month, right? It means in 1 year you will be working 14,400 Turkish lira. And if you convert 14,400 Turkish lira to euro, you will get something like 1,388 euros. Okay, note that down. Remember, in 1 year, there are 3 months holidays. All right. So essentially, or less, in essence, or let's try to reason it mathematically, you are going to school for 9 months. Now, for 9 months, let's assume that you are working 9 times 9 times 1,200 Turkish lira, all right? Because remember, you are working 1,200 Turkish lira a month. So we multiply 9 by 1,200 Turkish lira. It's going to give us 10,800 Turkish lira, which is equivalent to 1,000 euros. Okay? That is it. The other remaining 3 months now are the 3 months holidays, where you can work all 6 days in a week, all right? And if you calculate 6 days in a week, it's going to give you 600 Turkish lira, times a month is going to give you 2,400 Turkish lira, times 3 months is going to give you 7,200 Turkish lira, which is equivalent to 700 euros, all right? Okay, look at it now. The money here, if we sum all this money you have worked in a year, is going to give us 1,300 euros plus 1,000 euros plus 700 euros. Okay, that is the money. So essentially, let's say you are raising 3,000 euros in 1 year in Northern Cyprus. Your tuition fee, all right, is going to be 5,000 euros, 4,000 to 5,000 euros, depending on the program, all right? Remember, in this money, this 3,000 euros, approximately 3,000 euros, you are going to be paying accommodation, okay? And your accommodation might sometimes run to like 70 euros a month, all right? You are going to be paying electricity bills, all right? You are going to be paying water bills. You are going to be paying internet, all right? So don't forget that. So if you sum all of these things that you are going to be paying, let's assume that your house rent or your rent is 50 euros a month times 12 is going to give you something like maybe let's say 600, right? Am I correct? Times 12 is going to give us something closer to like maybe 1,200 or something. If you put all the bills together, you will be left with like 2,000 euros maximum. It will not even be up to 2,000 euros. Okay, now remember, this job is hard, all right? This is hard job, because if you leave your house at 6 a.m., you go to work, or let's say if you leave at 6 a.m., at 8 a.m. you start working, you reach work, then you work and you close at 5 p.m. or 4 p.m., your muscles will be weak, you will be very tired. Now, you need to read. Remember, you're a master's degree student. You have presentations to do, you have assignments to do, sometimes you have exposés to do, you have seminars to attend, all right? You have exams to read for, okay? Remember all of these things. Okay, now let's assume that you are too strong to do all of these things and you survive. The only money you can manage to save, if at all you can save in a year in Northern Cyprus, is 1,500 euros or maximum 2,000 euros. No one should deceive you, okay? If you manage to save that money, that is the money you can pay for your tuition fee. And remember, your tuition fee is 4,000 euros to like 5,000 euros for 2 years. So if you are struggling, you can see that you can never pay your own tuition fee in Northern Cyprus and you work and you go to school. You can't work in Northern Cyprus, pay your tuition fee and you go to school. It's in total, all right? It is impossible, okay? Because I still get a lot of people who come to my email and they're like, can I work? If I decide to stay there, can I work? There is one thing you need to understand again. If you have decided to stay, or if you decide to live in Northern Cyprus after your degree, remember, First of all, we are not allowed as internationals. It is not legal for us to work in Northern Cyprus. So we just twist our ways and we work, okay? The second thing you need to understand is that if you decide to live in Northern Cyprus and stay there, even if you do not do your residence permit, which is totally wrong, you will still be there. But remember, when you are caught, you will be deported, all right? I have always mentioned this on this channel, all right? When you go to any country, try to be legal. I know a lot of people who are in Northern Cyprus without residence permit. But remember, when you don't have a residence permit in Northern Cyprus, you cannot apply for any other visa to go to another country, all right? You can only return back to your own country. So you should understand that you cannot work and pay your tuition fee in Northern Cyprus. You can support part of your tuition fee if you are a hardworking young man, okay? If you can save, if you can manage to feed, you save little money, you can support part of your tuition fee, but you cannot totally fund your own tuition fee yourself in Northern Cyprus. If somebody tells you that you can do that, it is a big fat lie, okay? So just know that. That is what I wanted to clarify here so that all of us can understand better and know what is happening, guys. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe. The subscribe button is below, alright? Make sure you turn on the notification bell so that when I post a new video, you will be the first to watch. Until we meet again in another one, peace.